Hi, it is Sunday, October 16th. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I just put up a poll on Goodreads because I want help with picking my next book. So at the moment, I'm in between, I'll show you. So I'm in between whether I'm going to pick up Frankenstein or Fingersmith next, but I feel like I'm really in the mood for both of these books' energies. Like, I don't know, I'm really excited for both of them. So I just put the poll up on Goodreads, and a lot of people have voted Frankenstein or Fingersmith. That's the, like, Frankenstein is in first place and this is in second. So yeah, we'll see what I read next. I just finished reading The Ones We're Meant to Find yesterday, and I have so many like thoughts on it that are still kind of like happening. Like, I'm still absorbing what I read even though I finished it yesterday. I just have a lot of thoughts on it. So yeah, but it really got me excited to keep reading. So anyway, point is that I just ordered some food. I ordered Domino's, which I'm really excited about, and I'm just gonna like relax and, you know, watch something and just have like a nice chill Sunday night before tomorrow. And I really hope that this week I can kind of I don't know, just like get back on my shit and like kind of organize myself a bit, because I just closed a show I was working on for like 2-ish months, a month and a half. We just closed this week, and so this weekend has really been like very rejuvenating for me, and I've just like been able to get some much needed rest. And I don't know, it made me very like aware of how much time I have. So all that to say, this is going to be the beginning of this week's reading vlog. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me, and hopefully we'll have a pretty successful week. Tomorrow morning, I'll have a pretty busy-ish day. Basically tomorrow, my first class doesn't start till around 2 p.m, but I'll probably leave my house around 9:30 and get to the library and hang out there for like 3 to 4 hours. I have like 2 big assignments that I would like to finish tomorrow. That's my goal. And then I also want to submit an audition I taped today. I want to submit it tomorrow. And those are like my 3 big goals for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go chill, eat some food, hang out, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, guys. My hair looks a little wild right now. That's because it is 9 in the morning and I haven't done it yet. I'm about to do it right now. The results for the poll are in, okay? The winner was Frankenstein. So today I'm just going to like put a bun in my hair, but first I need to tame my bangs. So I sort of told y'all my plan for today last night. That is all still hopefully going to happen today. Oh god. I just remembered in life that you can put a bun in your hair. Okay, I don't know if that was good. Y'all tell me. What do you think? So I just recently started listening to this book called Killers of a Certain Age, and I really like it so far. It basically, I'm like just in the beginning of it, but it basically follows 4 women who were like recruited to be a team of assassins in the 70s or 80s, and then it follows like alternative timelines of like then in the past and then now as they're like retiring. And you can already tell that like some of them aren't really happy to retire because they liked being an assassin and they kind of don't know what else to do. I just really like it. I feel like ever since like forms of media that I've consumed, such as They Never Learn, Killing Eve, stuff like that, the theme of like feminine rage in books, and then to like go as far as to make them killers, is so fascinating to me. and especially assassins. That is just like even more fascinating to me, because it's like you're not really choosing to kill someone out of like, I don't know, like passion or like, you know, like feelings. It's like a job. I don't know, I just find it so fascinating. So I love it so far. I just find it like so interesting to listen to. So yeah, that's what I'll be listening to when I leave and walk to the bus stop later today. Look at my lavender plant, you guys. It's this one right here. It's so big. It's so amazing. I've never grown anything like this from scratch, and it doesn't look like lavender, but it actually smells like it, which I was surprised because it doesn't have any of the flowers. I want to go make a bagel now. I'm really tired. I don't want to do anything, but here I go. I'm also gonna get some water. Hello, I am back home, and it has been a long day. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be long too. Anyway, I did get a lot of the work I needed to get done today done, and I ended up staying at school in the library till like around 5:36. I got home a little while ago. It's 7:40 now, and I just spent all the time I've been home putting together my audition video. Oh my gosh, my hair, it's bothering me so much. Okay, anyway. Yeah, basically I filmed my tape yesterday, but because I don't have someone here to read it with me, I literally like read it, like I read the other parts myself, and then I put it, like I splice it together and like edit it together and kind of change the voice a little so it doesn't sound like me. Life hack if you're lonely and an actor. It's due tonight at 11, so I like had to get that done. So I finally finished that, and now, like I said, it's almost 8, and there are so many things I could do, but I like don't feel like doing anything right now, so I don't know. But here, let me tell y'all some of the options that I've got here. Okay, so the options are read. Wouldn't that be funny if I did that during a reading vlog? Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I did read today, not this, but I read more of Killers of a Certain Age. That's what it's called, Killers of a Certain Age. I read more of that, and honestly I am loving it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool because basically you're following a group of assassins. Like, you're following 4 women who were recruited to be assassins when they were young girls, and then later when they're older women. And so in the timeline where they're older now, they basically get like given like a cruise, like literally a cruise. I don't know why I did this. They're gifted a cruise to celebrate their retirement from like the company that they work for, and they're all like, literally what the fuck, but okay, I guess we'll go on this cruise together. And then one of them spots like some guy that they like know is like not good, he's just trouble, right? And so they kind of go on a mission to like figure out what this guy is doing here, and if he's on a mission, then they're like in danger or someone wants to get rid of them. And so like immediately the pace picks up so fast and it's so good so far. I am absolutely loving it. It's cool too because you're following a group of 4 women and they all have really like interesting, you know, backgrounds and all of that. And so far you really only see how one of the girls was recruited, so I'm really interested to see how the other girls were recruited. It's cool too because like they do give a little background about the like agency that they're working for, or like I don't know, just the group that they're working for, and how the woman who trained the 4 women we're following, like she wanted to assemble like an all woman kind of coalition because I don't know, she wanted to prove something, and she has this whole background. They're like mentor basically, so that's a whole other thing. So I did read a big chunk of that today. I think I'm like almost 30% of the way through. I could read Frankenstein, or I could start reading Stop Kiss, which is a play that I'm thinking about using for my directing class. I think maybe I'll try and read a chapter of this just to like feel slightly accomplished, and then I might skim through this. Okay, so I just started reading Frankenstein. I actually like, so there's a lot of beginning things with this book. There's an introduction, an author's introduction, and a preface before the book actually starts in this copy. So I actually skipped the introduction for now because it was really long, and sometimes I just can't stand when books have like a bunch of stuff beforehand. For now, I just read the author's introduction, which was so great, so fascinating. It was just so good. I can already tell I'm really going to like the writing of this. I did actually have to read this in high school, but I didn't though. So I did not read this in high school when I was supposed to, because if y'all know anything about me, it's that I'm really bad at reading things for school, or at least I used to be. I still sort of am, but I was really bad at reading things for school. And so I did actually try reading this for school when I had to read it, and I do remember from what I read that I did really enjoy it. Like I remember highlighting stuff, or not highlighting it, but like writing down quotes that I wanted to remember, just because it wasn't my copy, so I definitely didn't highlight it, but I remember writing quotes down that I really liked. Anyway, point is, I know I will really like this. I remember really liking the language when I did read parts of it, and I can already tell I just love the way Mary Shelley writes. And I thought it was really cool because at the end of the author's introduction, it actually says this was written in London, October 15th, 1831, and today it's October 17th, so this was written almost exactly 191 years ago. How wild is that? I just find it so interesting to like hear the perspectives of people and artists and writers who wrote and created stuff in that time period. It's just so interesting to me. But yeah, anyway, this smells so good. This is like prime old book smell. Like if you had to make it into a candle, this would be the sample, or yeah, like the sample. It literally smells so good. I got this from Goodwill. Like, as you can tell, it's like such a random copy. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading for now. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. Yay. I'm not fully awake. It is like 8:30. I have an earlier class today. I have 2 classes today, and clearly I'm doing this intro with my eyes closed. So I have 2 classes today. One of them, which I don't like very much. It's just like my least favorite class. You know, there's always one of them. I don't know how much reading I'm really gonna get done today. It's probably gonna be similar to yesterday where I come home to read. Anyway, also, if you see me wearing this every day, this is my comfort 1989 Taylor Swift sweatshirt. I literally, like, I wear it every day. I do wash it, but I wear it every day. Also, I read some more of Frankenstein, like the beginning parts where it's that guy sending letters. I do remember that from when I previously read part of this, and I remember not really enjoying that, but then I started to enjoy myself. Like, I was liking it, so that's good. Then I read some of Stop Kiss, and I really like this so far too. I'm really intrigued by this story simply because Sandra Oh was in the original version of it. They even have a photo of her in here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm like picturing her as the character that she played. Okay, and then I thought I would show you the work I'm doing right now, just because well, to be honest, I feel pretty proud of myself for all the work I've been doing this past year in school, because I've had years of school where I was pretty checked out. So just, you know, I've had a pretty ugly battle with mental health my whole life, so school has always been challenging for me. So I just thought I could show y'all what I've got here. The thing I am working on, I have to finish this today, which will be easy because I did everything. I just have to cut and like paste things in here. But this is my director's prompt book, and so I worked on the play Silent Sky, and I basically just helicopter. All right, anyway, yeah, basically it's just a prompt book, as if I were directing the play, and then on the other side I'm gonna paste these images of the ground plan, which I drew and copied. They're really tiny because I didn't have enough money for the printer. And look, I have this really cute washi tape that's stars, and the play Silent Sky is about oh god, I'm talking too fast. The play Silent Sky is about Henrietta Leavitt. So yeah, Google her. It's a really cool play. She is like one of my dream roles, and so I wanted to do it off that play. And this is my, like, part of my midterm for today for my scenic design class. So basically did a bunch of sketches for the set, and then I did like sketches for the ground plan. Oops. Sketches for the ground plan, and then I had to make like 5 different ground plans because that's what my set needed. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. Okay, I'm going to get dressed and eat and then go catch the bus. So I'll see y'all later. All right. Alright, so it is almost 7 o'clock, and I was just listening to the audiobook of Killers of a Certain Age, and doing my homework. I finished it, yay. But oh my gosh, I am now 50% of the way through the audiobook, and I'm just like flying through this because I feel like it picked up right away, and that's like why it just like has never been feeling as if it's dragging. And so now they are like trying to get in contact with someone from the organization that they can sort of trust to ask like, what's going on, why is there like a hit on us or something, like why are we trying to like, why are people trying to kill us? And eventually they find out that there is like a hit on them, and they don't know why. It's because someone in the organization like is killing people that aren't like their orders, so like they're like freelancing basically, and they're not allowed to, okay? So that's the whole thing. But they're saying that the 4 women are the ones doing it when they aren't, and so they're basically using them as scapegoats to like teach the rest of the organization a lesson. So now basically they're like, there's no way for the order to be like overturned, so they're basically either going to be on the run for life or they're going to have to take out the board. And so they're all like, I don't want to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life, you know, let's just take them out. And I am so excited to see where this goes, because what's so like fascinating about like these women is 2 things. Well, one is that because it's like a group of them and they've experienced such like crazy wild things together, that they're really close and they have this like very interesting bond and friendship. But also the fact that they're all really smart in their own ways, and that just is so intriguing, because it just like kind of it makes you feel as a reader good, thinking that they're not gonna like get into a bunch of trouble because they know what they're doing, they're the smart ones. It's just like very fun to watch them like be so smart about every move they're taking. And I really like that it's a group of 4 women. Like I feel like that's the kind of perfect size for this little weird found family. Like that's honestly what it is. Yeah, and you're primarily following like in the mind of the woman Billy, and she's this very interesting character because you can tell she's like very much a leader and the leader of this kind of pact. And her like all the other women are really smart in their own ways, but part of her backstory is the fact that like when she was being trained, the woman training her was like, your anger is not what's gonna make you good at this, it's your joy, because she like genuinely enjoys what she's doing and she's good at it. And so that is just such a interesting take. I'm going to try to read some Frankenstein in a little bit. I'm gonna take a break, but yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll just eat dinner. I went grocery shopping earlier, as y'all saw, and that's really it. Hi, me again. I just had such a tragedy occur, okay? So, well, before I went to go film a clip, because I wanted to tell y'all that something I really liked about the book. 2 things, I guess. The main thing is that, basically, like, they talk about all the women and their partners, and, like, if they have partners or not. I, like, went into this book thinking, too, I was like, there's 4 women, like, one of them's gotta be queer, right? Like, are they gonna... could they throw that, like, could they just, like, sprinkle that in there? Maybe, I don't know. So, anyway, turns out one of the women is queer, and, her wife is, like, one of the main, like, other characters, because she's really the only one of the women that has, like, a stable relationship. And so, she ends up, like, calling her wife and telling her how to get to the safe house that they've hidden in. And so now she's also there, which I just love. Big fan of that. Also, I think what's really interesting too is like at this point, because like someone's targeting them, they keep like, you know, reassuring themselves and each other, and also like the woman who, her name's Mary Alice, the one that has a wife, literally just told her wife, because she told her wife she was a spy, but now she has to come out and be like, I'm an assassin actually, lol. But now they keep like all reiterating to themselves and each other that like they joined this group because they thought they were doing good. Like, they truly thought they were making the world a better place, which I think is just such an interesting take on this sort of story. Anyway, the tragedy that happened to me is that when I went to film the video, my phone was like, you have no storage. So I went to go delete some apps and stuff, and I accidentally deleted my notes app. For some reason that's possible, even though you can't delete like the fucking fitness app and the health app. Like, excuse me, what the fuck? Anyway, so I accidentally delete my notes app, I re-download it, and literally the notes I took today in class, because my one class is like a very much like movement based class, so I don't take notes like on paper, I just do it digitally, and I took all these fucking notes today and literally gone. Oh my god. I honestly, like, I did have a whole breakdown over it already, so doing good. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. I'm just out here struggling. It's fine. This is my outfit. You know what a TikTok sound of that older woman. This is my outfit today. It is going to be literally a high of 92 degrees today in the middle of October. It's fine, it's fine. I had a really yummy breakfast. I'm so happy I got blueberries from the store yesterday. I've never like eaten blueberries like this. Like, they were just never a fruit I would eat growing up that often. But then I saw a TikTok. I literally saw a TikTok about how like organic blueberries are like really good for your brain from a neuroscientist on TikTok. A neuroscientist. Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I need to buy those, I guess, because don't want my brain failing on me, and I guess organic blueberries are the cure. Anyway, I read the first chapter of Frankenstein yesterday. It's so bright, but yeah, I really like it so far, so I'm excited because I'll have some time before my first and only class today, and I'm gonna keep reading. I find it like very, I don't know, once you get into the writing style of classics and like your brain kind of adapts to how it's being written and everything's being kind of spoken, I find like the language to be very like calming to read almost, if that makes sense. I don't know, it feels like grounding because it like takes just a little bit more effort to understand what's going on, and I don't know, I just like it a lot. I like just the fluency of the language. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to school now. Yay. Is this a cute angle? Is this a cute angle? I was going for something cute. Trying to switch it up. I basically left school right after my last class at like 4:30, and then I came home and I was really hungry, so I ate a whole box of mac and cheese. Okay, first we'll talk about this, then we'll talk about Killers of a Certain Age. So I actually read like a big chunk of this today. I'm up to page 56. See? I am really liking this so far, like a lot. Mary Shelley, just her writing is so beautiful and so poetic. I'm just highlighting so much of it. The content of the book has been really interesting because we're at this point where he's off at school and his little best friend, maybe more, is there kind of nursing him back to health because he just created his like creature and he's not doing well. He's not doing okay. What's so funny though, like it's so funny to me because he's so dedicated to creating this creature, this thing that was once lifeless and turning it into something alive, that when he does, he's like so freaked out, which is so funny to me because it literally just reads like he did not think at all about what would actually happen, but he dedicated all of his time to it, like all of it, like years. So it's just really funny when he like just gets up and leaves. And then he's like, oh, I just remembered that the creature is at my house. I hope like everything's okay. You just remembered? You forgot? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I did this, you know, hypothetically, if I did this, first of all, I wouldn't leave my house. It just makes me laugh because, like, clearly this man did not have an anxiety disorder. He literally just left so he could forget about the fact that he just did this. And then he goes back with his pal and he's like, oh wait, hold on, let me just like check inside real quick. So he could see if he's there, if the creature is there. And then the creature's not there and he's like, cool. He's like, not my problem anymore. He literally just like, he's gone, so I don't care. I don't care what he's doing. I don't even think about him. So that's kind of where I'm at. Now we're like kind of at this point where he's getting letters from his family and they're like, why aren't you talking to us? Talk to us, please, we love you. That's the thing too, is he comes from like a really loving and caring family. So it's really interesting that he starts spiraling in this way. It's just the fact that he has this like support system that I feel like is very clearly being like foreshadowed as like eventually going to be tarnished. So anyway, yeah, I've been really liking this so far. I'm definitely going to keep reading tonight. Killers of a Certain Age. Okay, I'm gonna keep holding this just cause, but I'm talking about Killers of a Certain Age. So here's the thing. I had another tragedy happen to me today. So my library today, like on my Libby app, totally freaked me out today because the book was due and I was like, oh my god, you're literally joking. And I went to renew it. I mean, I put a like hold on renewing it a few days ago because I knew this, but the copy I got was like a skip the line copy, so it let me skip the line. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I got to skip the line. And because it's like such a new release, I know like Book of the Month has it on their like list of books, I think this month or last month, something like that. So it's really popular right now. So anyway, my hold is due, my loan gone, and I go to check because I'm like, okay, if I have to wait a little bit, it's fine. I mean, I'm upset about it because I was literally at the height of the book, but I was like, it's fine. So I go and look to see like what place I am in line, and I'm literally like 200 something in line. It's like an 8-week wait. I was like, this is unacceptable. I was so distraught because I didn't want to wait that long. I was enjoying it so much. But then, in a really shocking, surprising, amazing turn of events, just as it like went back to the library, I could like immediately get another skip the line copy. So I feel like it just took my copy and then I was the first one to hit like the skip the line thing again. So sorry for the rest of y'all at my library, but no regrets because I need to finish this. It's been so good. They're on their mission to like kill the board of directors or whatever at their organization, and I think I'm up to like 65% now, so I should definitely finish it like soon. But yeah, I'm so glad I got it back because I was really worried that I was gonna have to wait 8 weeks. How sad would that have been? I know. Thank God we didn't have to go through that. Hi there, it is 7 p.m. today. I think this is the first time I'm talking to y'all. Today was just another day. I went to school, came back home. Yeah, I actually had like some extra time at school today because I had a midterm today, so once we were finished we just got to leave. So I had like an extra 2 hours where I sat around and read some of Frankenstein, and I got home like probably like 2-ish hours ago. And I've been reading since. I've also been doing other things like, you know, scrolling through TikTok. Also, I got a really great surprise today, which is that, so every year or like every fall, my mom goes apple picking and then makes this apple bread, which, I mean, if you never heard of it before, it's just like any other bread, like pumpkin bread or banana bread, but just with apples. And it's so good, and she sends me it every year. She sends me like 2 loaves every year, and it's so good. I was so excited because that's what I came home to today, and I already started eating it. Looks like this. Yeah, oh my god, it smells so good. Oh my god, why don't we have the technology to transfer smells through devices yet? Anyway, that really made my whole day, to be honest. I have been reading this, been tabbing it quite a lot. I'm like halfway through, and I'm getting to the point where, like, okay, so everything has happened with like him coming back to town and Justine being framed, and him thinking that his creature murdered his little brother, and now we just got to the point where he actually is confronted by the creature in real life, and the creature is like, just hear my story and let me like defend myself before you just claim that you don't believe me and you hate me, right? It's ironic. It's so unbelievable because at one point he finally is like, let me literally read it to you. It goes, for the first time, also, I felt what the duties of a creator towards his creature were, and that I ought to render him happy before I complained of his wickedness. I literally wrote in the margins, for the first time? That's what's so wild about this, I feel like, is the fact that he literally just abandoned his creature. And for what? Like, for what? Because he was ugly? Like, honestly though, is that the only reason? You gave birth to a whole ass grown ass person who just like looks a little funky to you and abandon them. Like, the story that the creature is telling after he leaves the house is like, leaves Frankenstein's house, Victor's house, is like so sad. He's like, yeah, I left and then I slept in the woods. I was homeless. I had nobody and I was all alone. At that point, it took him that long to be like, for the first time, I'm actually feeling a bit of compassion for this thing I birthed into the universe. I don't know. And also I was mad at Victor too because Justine fucking dies, and it's so like sad. The depiction of like the creature watching this family and like learning things, and oh my gosh, this one quote where he like is alluding to one of the people that he's watching, like one of the children, like having a relationship with her father, and he goes, he raised her and smiled with such kindness and affection that I felt sensations of a peculiar and overpowering nature. Like, he literally is like, oh my god, that's what it's like for someone to raise you and love you. That's the thing, is like, why did Victor literally just have to be a bitch? Like, why is he such an asshole? It's just kind of sad. The creature's like watching these people like be so loving towards one another, and he's like, oh my god, That could have been us, but you playing. Anyway, so I've been obviously very much enjoying this. I'm gonna keep reading it because I will be staying up quite late tonight. I usually stay up really late anyway, but tonight is a special night, you guys, because tonight is the night Taylor Swift drops Midnights at Midnight. I'm so excited for new Taylor Swift music. What's so exciting too is I didn't think we were gonna get like a new album at all, like very soon. I thought it was just gonna be like re-recording after re-recording. I did not think we were gonna get a new album, so I'm so excited. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, I've actually been listening to Killers of a Certain Age a lot today. I'm like 80% of the way through, but yeah, very excited. I'll probably finish that tomorrow, honestly. If I'm thinking about it, I probably will. Hi guys, good morning. It is like 9 a.m. now, and I went to bed last night at like 3 a.m. I listened to the album last night. I was forever changed. Then the like 3 a.m. surprise she had was just 7 more songs. All of them are so good, and I'm literally just itching to re-listen to it all so badly. I'm going to the library today. I don't have class, but I have like a decent amount of work to get done and I want to read, but I'm mostly like excited and encouraged to do it because I will have to take the bus and listen to music and listen to Midnights. I'm eating blueberries and a breakfast sandwich. There were so many good songs on it, like so many, like pretty much all of them. I feel like there were only like 2 maybe that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I really loved the majority of it. Oh my god. And I watched a music video this morning for Antihero. I loved the concept of her being like really big in the video. That was so cool. Now I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna pack me some bread for a snack when I'm at the library. Let me know what you think of Midnights and what your favorite song is. Or songs. I know it's hard to choose. Hi guys, it is Saturday at noon. I didn't really vlog much yesterday, but I was at the library all day, and then I came home and I kind of just hung out. What did I do? Oh, you know what I did? I finished Killers of a Certain Age. I like how it ended. Honestly, if anything, I feel like the ending kind of made me like a little upset, only because like things, you know, kind of worked out. Like it was a good ending and they all kind of went different ways, which is like super like, I don't know, it was upsetting. Like I know they're all grown women, so they're not gonna like live together, but I was like, what? You can't leave each other now. But yeah, the ending was like super, like it was super intense and it was so action-packed. It was so good. It was so engaging and it was just cool. Like it felt like it could just be such a good sort of like action movie. I feel like if anything, it just left me wanting more. Like that's my like biggest complaint, if you will. If I were reading this book physically, and I really would like the physical copy of this book one day to reread it, I feel like I would have enjoyed it even more with the physical copy, or I would be able to tell if I was more indifferent about it, because I will admit there's like a part of me at the end that I was like, am I fully satisfied right now? I don't know, but I still loved the experience. I really liked the characters. I loved the main character. We followed Billy, and especially because they were like older women. That was a really big theme also going into this. Everyone underestimated them because they were women, but eventually because they were older women. So, and they were like so much smarter than everyone else. Even like at one point towards the end, it kind of seemed like they were almost tricking you into believing they kind of fucked up, like that the group of them fucked up. But the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's just no way. Like, they're smarter than this and they have a plan, and I know they didn't fuck up. And I was right. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars and I rounded it down to 4. But I would definitely consider it like a new favorite of mine. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna be thinking about this book for a while. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Today, I kind of just like laid around and did nothing for a little bit because it's Saturday. I really don't want to do anything. That's the thing. That's the thing. I really don't want to do anything. Well, what I'm thinking about doing is that I'll vacuum my room and Swiffer it, and I'll do my laundry. And then I have 2 auditions I need to tape, but my life has honestly been taken over by listening to Midnights. I honestly forgot how like overwhelming it is when Taylor Swift comes out with a new album, because it's all I want to do is listen to it and like get to know the lyrics. Oh, and then of course I have to read, duh. This is an accurate depiction of me reading. Got my highlighter, got my pencil, got my tabs, got my book, got my light. Time to go. But I have a Taylor Swift song stuck in my head. Okay, like, here's the thing. The creature has a point. Like, why not make him a companion? And Victor's all like, I will never do that, no. And the creature's like, you know what, let me, I have the receipts. He says, you are in the wrong, and instead of threatening, I am content to reason with you. I am malicious because I am miserable. Am I not shunned and hated by all mankind? You, my creator, would tear me to pieces and triumph. Remember that and tell me why I should pity man more than he pities me. This makes sense to me. It's so funny because the creature is like, if you don't build me a girlfriend, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. And Victor's like, okay. He literally goes, have a care. I will work at your destruction, nor finish until I desolate your heart, so that you shall curse the hour of your birth. Yeah, Victor should be scared. I think a lot of people will be scared right now. Okay, so I have reached my goal today, actually, of reading, which I didn't know if I was gonna get to. And I've read up to page 169. I am at the point now where, like, basically Frankenstein was going to make his creature a companion, but then he decided to destroy the companion in the middle of making it. Then the creature got all pissed and was like, okay, I'm gonna ruin your life. Like, what did I say? Literally, what did I say? That's the thing about this, is like, I don't know why he thinks that anything good will come of not listening to him if you're gonna let him live. Like, if you're gonna not listen to him, at least have a plan to take him out or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, logically, that would make sense. Like, if you're going to take the creature out of the equation of your life, then maybe things will be okay. But if you're just gonna let him roam around while you show him no compassion, he's just gonna end your shit. It seems like basic common sense to me, but I don't know. Then, what I think is really interesting, actually, is the fact that, and spoiler, that the creature goes and kills Henry. I was shocked. He said the whole thing about, I'll see you on your wedding night, so I thought his next kill would be Elizabeth. But interesting choice for the next person for him to kill. The, like, next person he thought would kind of hit Victor the hardest was Henry. Just saying. And that's basically where I ended. I mean, I'm just expecting some more death and destruction. I don't know. I will definitely finish it tomorrow. Also, I had to do surgery to it. Do you see? Because part of it ripped off. Yeah, that's it really for tonight. I mean, I'm making food actually right now. Yeah, then I'm gonna just hang out. I was thinking, I had this horrible thought. I was thinking of rewatching Orange is the New Black. I actually don't even remember what made me think this. And now it's gotten to the point where I'm like, what if I do though? Like, what if I did though? Hello, it is Sunday afternoon It's a little after 12 right now. Last night, I stayed up really late last night because I did decide to start watching Orange is the New Black. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep going. It's just so good. It's so good. It's very intense at the beginning, like I almost forgot. And then as I'm watching it, I'm just like remembering things as they're happening. And then I'm remembering things that happen in later seasons. And I'm like, oh God, this is gonna get so messy and chaotic. But anyway, I am eating some chocolate chip waffles and blueberries. I just took a shower and I'm gonna leave in like an hour to head to the show I'm seeing for school. Hi friends, it is the next morning and I just wanted to update y'all and let you know that I finished Frankenstein last night. I'm not gonna lie, like the last, like, I don't know, 40 pages, I was rushing through. I just found like the last part of it where it's like, it circles back to the letters from the beginning to like not be very fun. But I mean, I guess it did make sense to me, like it came full circle. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed reading this. I really liked the writing style of it all, and yeah, I mean, I just had so much fun annotating it, honestly. For now, I think I'm gonna give this around a 4-star. I feel like it's like a 3.5 4-star for me, only because like when I think about it, there are moments of the like narrative storytelling that I didn't love. An example of that was like last night, right? I got to the point where Elizabeth is murdered by the creature. It simultaneously happens out of nowhere and exactly when you expect it to. It's really hard to describe, but I feel like that happened a lot within the storytelling where it just like things happened a little bit without build up. But all that to say, I really did love the way this was told through the language. I feel like this is a very accessible classic and it's just super poetic, which I loved. But yeah, that is going to be it for this reading vlog. Thank you guys for joining me and being here. If you've read any of these books, I would love to know what you think, or like what some of your favorite lines were from this. But yeah, that is all for me. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.